right back to the show in just a couple of seconds. But before we do that, I want you to meet two extraordinary people who are really responsible for a great deal of this production. To my right is Alphonse, the juggling master for this production.
No, that's Alphonse.
Alphonse.
It's two names.
All right.
A lot of people.
And you, sir, are Mr. J. Todd Fleming. He's the dramaturg with this production. If you don't mind, I'll get back to you in just a second. We'll go talk to Alphonse.
Wasn't that exciting?
It was very exciting. And I have to ask you right away, first of all, you're the juggling master. Now, it seems to me that an awful lot of people in this cast know how to juggle already.
They all know how to juggle.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Well, I didn't teach them how to juggle. Many of them are, as you can see, expert jugglers.
Yes.
I work in the preparation prior to the show. I come here a few hours early, and I stay through the show. And I give them limbering exercises because, you know, juggling is all in the hands. You know, fingers. So we do a lot of finger exercises, finger foods, finger painting kind of things. We do that for about a half an hour, and then after that we go. That's sort of, you might think
that help? Because if you
well, that loosens them up.
Uh-huh.
Because as you can see from the show, there's a certain zany quality.
Yes.
So as much as try it. You'll see. Just try it.
This would
No, you got to do that.
You wouldn't juggle with the mouth, would you?
No, this has nothing to do with the actual. This is more of a psychological thing.
So after you do that, that pretty much wraps it up?
Then during the show, I'm backstage sweating, running around, making sure that everything stays up in the air as much as possible, because that's the most important thing.
And you do
in
this
juggling.
because it prevents injuries, or it...
What?
That you train and help people loosen up?
Well, it's like a master to keep them in shape for what they do.
Where did you learn to do this?
I learned juggling in Abruzzi, which is...
I guess my microphone was off?
Oh, did they hear the question?
I don't know. I'll ask it again. Where did you learn how to do this?
I learned in Abruzzi.
Abruzzi, in Italy?
Right, in Italy, yes. We started with, when I was a little boy, with olives.
With olives. You were self-taught? Or you...
No, it's a tradition, Abruzzi tradition.
In Abruzzi, everybody
juggles olives.
And is there an institute or something where one can do this? Oh, I'm supposed to put it on my shirt.
Yes, you have to put that on.
Everyone is going like this. All right. So there's an institute, and you just graduated into this job.
Yes.
You've done a wonderful
It's a family business. Yes,
May
it's
I?
mostly exciting. Actually, the biggest concern that we had in doing this production was to try to keep as much of Shakespeare's text out of the way, and so that it wouldn't get in the way of the juggling. And I think we succeeded.
I think maybe you have. I think probably you would agree.
Well, I think this is a thorn in my side. I mean, you've done a very good job, but keeping Shakespeare's text in was my job.
What?
So you see, we're at odds with one another.
Yes, well, we did...
we both did our jobs, but...
What is a dramaturg? Dramaturg.
Well, a dramaturg's job is to handle anything having to do with the drama of the play, or anything which might be in any way turgid. So the dramaturgy, of course, is what it's called in general. And anything dramatologically would be my area of expertise, or within my purview. So I was the dramaturg, or dramaturge.
It's not entirely clear to me exactly what you did on this production.
On this production, it was my job, in opposition to my friend here, to try to keep the text as pure, as accurate, as authentic as possible. As much like the original Comedy of Errors which Shakespeare wrote in his time.
And how well do you think you've done? Because I have to say it doesn't...
Badly, very badly.
I think that's good.
Well, it's no thanks to you. The point is, I lost some battles, I won some battles. Yeah. For example, they wanted to call it the characters Dromio of Syracuse and Dromio of Poughkeepsie. And I held out for the original...
Speaking of the original play now, when was this play originally produced? Or where was it?
Originally, it was in the Globe Theatre in London, and it was originally produced in 1594, and was produced by the Schuberts. The original story is not Shakespeare's. Of course, that's generally well known in Shakespearean circles, but was a story by the Roman playwright Plautus.
Yes, Plautus.
Plautus, which was called the Monachmi, or the Menachmi. And later that story was expanded by Shakespeare, or Shakespeare. And he expanded, of course, and created a play which he called The Errors of Comedy, or The Comedy of Errors, which is the way it is known now in the present, or the present.
The present.
At this time.
Yeah. Would you like to...
I would like to show you or give you a demonstration of the
Well, I don't think
font.
that'll be necessary. We're talking about the text.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're trying to get the actual text.
What we actually have, both of you gentlemen should know, is 2 other guests who will be joining us. Again, the intermission is very short. Again, you cannot go anywhere to do anything, because we'll have 2 guests in just a second. We're going to be right back after a very, very short pause. No, don't stay where you are. Go to the ends. Go to the ends.